welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, doing a little maneuvering and dancing here. Hey, welcome back to Chats with Jack, Church with Jack, Joy with Jack again today. Blessings sincerely to all of you. I've got so many ideas and so many conversations that I want to share today. So sincerely, though, let me start with where I'm at. As soon as I posted earlier today, it was like I'm so excited. All morning today, I've been having conversations with myself about God, and it's like, holy cows, man, what do I do with this? What do I do with this life I'm living? I have learned how to love my life, and here's something else I want to point out. Those of you who have been here for the Talcottian adventure, and especially those of you who are finding the value in what you're discovering here, I want you to realize we're a part of something big, might be bigger than many people realize. Because I tell you what, man, there's some cool things happening. And so these live streams on my channels, whatever platform you're finding me on, and thank you for finding me. These live streams may appear like many others, and yet they're different than others, right? Things are not always as they seem. So for those of you who do find the value in joining, in inviting others, and sharing your support, have faith that those are good choices, man, for the world, for the future, because we are here, my brothers and sisters, today. Thank you and greetings to everyone, right? Whether it's now or later, whatever speed you're listening to, thank you. Hey, that is my plan. So let me start clumsily, right? Because that's what Jack sometimes does. That's what we all do, right? Sometimes when we start out, it's a little clumsy. I've learned to accept that about myself. So I hope you can see through my clumsiness sometimes. And here's what I'm thinking about as I'm preparing me for you and for this. I'm thinking about, all right, Jack, there's a lot of expectations upon you when you say a lot of crazy things. I hear myself. I know what I sound like. I think I'm funny, to be honest. I think I'm pretty fucking hilarious and pretty insightful. I think I'm one way, but many others think I'm different. So what do you do? What do you do? You be you. That's what I've been learning how to do, is how to be me. And brothers and sisters, I want to help you grow in you, in your comfort and your joy and your love of being you from today to now on, forever, right? Because new ideas can transform somebody. The right inspiration, the right idea, man, lives can be transformed and changed. I've witnessed it. I've experienced it. And I've invested a lot in my education, man. I've studied a lot, sacrificed a lot of time, wanting to study growth and development, the natural causes of life. And I set the standards for what I wanted to know pretty high. And I have no expectations, but brothers and sisters, anyone who's got that desire within them that, things need to change. Things need to change for me. I just don't know what to do, or I'm afraid to, or maybe I haven't realized it's time to change. You're in the perfect place, brothers and sisters. We are all here in the perfect place of today. It's kind of mind blowing But I encourage you to allow your mind to be blown because today we're going to talk about some things I picked up along the way that I think are helpful. And I will drop the link here in a bit. I will. Oh, that's another part of this, right? Okay, so here's the game plan. Jack's going to be Jack. Jack is sometimes rude. So I try not to be Jack as much as I try to be Christ like, but I'm not perfect. I'm improving. And so I share quite a bit of compassion and grace for those who show confusion and bitterness. But I got some ideas for today. And brothers and sisters, those who have been along the way, I've been paying attention to. There's a lot who don't appreciate the chaos and the nonsense, and I understand that. I don't enjoy it either, if you can't tell. Which is why I think people don't enjoy it because I haven't been enjoying it. If I was enjoying it, maybe they'd suffer through it a little bit more too. People care. I love you guys. I've received so much encouragement. Let me do something just so I feel better. I've been overlooking some of the, doggone it, where'd the notes go? I've been overlooking some of the gratitude. I don't want to put anyone in the spotlight, but some generous contributions have been received outside the public through PayPal, I think, and Cash App. And the funny thing is, I thought my PayPal was, I don't know where I received it, but oh no, it was at the end of the stream the other day. Austin Murphy, that one was public, but I didn't recognize it. And there's another one through Cash App. Nathan, thank you. I won't go any farther than that. Hopefully that wasn't too far. It seems people get targeted for sharing their support for me, man. Holy cows, our poll and the freak, and I've seen several, right? The crazy characters we got around here on these YouTube streets. Holy cows, man. This life I'm living is a crazy adventure. I hope you're enjoying at least this part, right? When you tune in with me, I hope you're enjoying some of it and I hope you're receiving some joy and inspiration. Let's get into some. Is that it for me? Oh, yeah. And just to warn, right? I do know how I sound. I'm doing the best to explain things, but sometimes I find it funny when it's complicated. So that's something I learned for myself, and I want to encourage you to consider too. It's all right to laugh at yourself when you don't understand. It's all right to laugh at things that are complicated. But this is what I've noticed about me in the past, especially, and what I've witnessed many others of today's world in the society we live in. The ego mind likes to be prideful and likes to keep itself above other people. So you got all these experts and authority that say things in complicated ways, right? Overcomplication makes things sound, oh, that's gotta go to an expert for a diagnosis of that. No, many people can learn a lot of things on their own. And I won't say don't go to the doctor, but I will say explore options. Brothers and sisters, let's get into some value and see what, oh, that's the other part today, right? When I hit these go live, these live streams, I'm like you. I'm like, I wonder what's gonna happen today. I wonder what Jack's gonna say today. Dude, I don't really know. I've got some ideas and I got some notes, but how it comes out, it's not scripted. Sure ain't well, it's a little rehearsed. Not really. Let's get into this stuff and see where we go today. Wonderful Life Wednesday, right? And in the background, I want to remind everyone together we rise. And that's the goal. We unite together in ways that we can, and we help rise together. And so, Wonderful Life Wednesday, everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence. And I learn, whatever state I may be in, therein to be content. Now, what's it mean to be content? It means to be whole. It means to need nothing, right? There's no fear. There's no worry. I'm content. I have no problems. Contentment can only be found. Oops, let me go back. Contentment can only be found or offered from within. When we are content with the moment, we are open to growth, right? This is the natural order of how we're designed mentally, spiritually, physically. It's up to each of us to become whole and present, caring and attentive. So it's only when we're content with the moment that we're open to growing with wonder, to allowing different ideas, what more may be discovered. When you live from a place of peace and wholeness, moment to moment, with the trust that whatever comes up through the day, I'm prepared. And if I'm not prepared, I'll find ways to grow and I'll figure it out. I'll solve whatever problems come up in my day. When you walk around with a wholeness of yourself, there's life's kind of fun, man. It's really kind of an adventure. And I think that's actually the way God built it, designed it, allowed it to be like a once in a lifetime, create your own adventure here on earth. Here's your body, here's your gender, here's your color. You're going to learn this language, grow up with these experiences. What are you going to do? What are you going to do with that life you've been given? And brothers and sisters, the more time I've had to pause and reflect, to study and examine myself and see, whoa, who is this Jack character, man? What makes him him? Why does he think he's tough? Why does he think he's anything? Sure as hell isn't important, right? That's what I used to tell myself. I used to think I was so important. So many people needed me. Praise God, man. God allowed me to escape so many delusions. I didn't even know how many fears and insecurities I was carrying in me. Feels good to be strong. Feels good to be present. Feels good to be whole. Feels good to be aligned. See, you align yourself with the truth and you really go into yourself and you examine your beliefs, your darkness, your insecurity, your choices, and all of this stuff. You'll come to the same conclusion that I learned that many other ascended masters, yogis, Buddhas, even the Christ, Jesus, the Messiah, they were all saying the same thing. You are no thing. You are nothing. You're nothing. So stop believing in everything. See, it's once we realize that we're actually nothing in the greatest scope of things, that's when we realize that all of our battles and our worries, all of our obligations and our debts, all of these things, they're temporary, man. Life is temporary. You want to understand who you are. You want to better understand your relationship with God. Keep in your mind, in your awareness, where did this idea come from? Where's the source of that thought? Because you may first take your attention to the worldly ways. Well, this thought came from that person, or this thought came from that experience, or that media, whatever. That memory. It's all thoughts. Thoughts and ideas and feelings are what move us. Thoughts and ideas and feelings are entirely what make up our experience every moment. Thoughts and ideas and feelings have created the wars and the commerce and everything. You got to realize that every new invention, every new technology that's being sold to the masses, every new product that people are standing in line to go exchange their fiat currency for, they want to go be the first one to buy the newest thing. Every one of those things that these corporations and shareholders are just making money off of started as an idea. So, are you focused on collecting things of the world, the material possessions? Are you focused on what is temporary and what you won't take with you once you're gone? Once we die, we're done, right? The adventure's over. Now, where we may or may not restart, who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? God knows. God is the knower that allows us to know anything. What a glorious what a glorious experience this adventure of life in the human form is, where each day we get to discover and we get to discover and learn new things and things we'd forgotten, things we don't even remember, we get to rediscover. It's like this ever progressing game of development, right? Who are you going to become? Who you become is going to be based upon your ideas, your feelings are what are going to move you forward or hold you back. Your ideas, your feelings. Become more than just your ideas and your feelings. Surrender yourself into nothing. Become one with the experience of life, who you are. Align yourself each day with the force of creation. That's the creator. The creator creates, right? And each day I was reminded of this, and this is why we're into this topic, the powers of choice and wonder. Boredom. Boredom comes from pride. You think you know it all. You think you've explored it all. And maybe you have in the room that you're sitting in. But have you explored the depths of your mind? Have you explored the depths of your imagination within the levels of your heart? Have you explored the endlessness of your spiritual connection within your mind? No, you have not. Most have not. I still have not. I'm continuing to explore. And brothers and sisters, I want to tell you something I reminded, and we'll get back to this. Well, it's all connected. The powers of choice. In this life experience that we're all sharing, right? We grow up as children, adolescents, teenagers, enter into the adulthood and the working force and the fighting force and all these competitions and sports teams and entertainment celebrity stars. Oh my God, I gotta get that autograph. Oh, they looked at me. Yeah, holy shit, people are crazy. People, grown people, act like little children. And there I go mocking the children. I'm having fun with me. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. I get into characters sometimes, hopefully bringing a point and hopefully bringing some fun. All right. So bear with me. I'm making fun of what I used to do too, man. I used to be so afraid of people, especially if they were important. Like a celebrity or authority. Man, I used to get so fucking scared, man. It was just holy cows. God is so good. God is so glorious. God is so amazing. The God I know, I really, 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 I encourage you to get to know our God, the one who is. I spend all day just let me tie this to what I was where I'm going, right? Powers of choice. We go through our days, and as we go through our experience of life, every moment of every day and every moment of every day changes, but it stays pretty consistent, right? But these days we're living, they're all made up of choices. Choices come from the options. Right? Yeah, power of choice. What is a choice? A choice comes from options, from opportunities. Where do the options come from? They come from the opposites, right? So every choice, we can find a good choice or a bad choice, and maybe varying degrees and perspectives of both in between, right? Because the choices are infinite. The choices we're faced with in life, we go through things in life and have we these experiences where it's like, whoa, fuck, I don't know what to do. I've never experienced this before. You know, how do people handle this? I've been through that quite a bit. But then I realized, holy shit, man, there's people dealing with a lot worse things than me. Golly jeez. I know we're all living different lives, so I mean no disrespect to brag. My prayer today was with God. And I hope you can share these thoughts for yourself. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for the grace and gentleness you've offered to me through this life I've lived. I know I complained. I know I thought it hurt. But everything I found in my life was for a reason. Even the times I was broken, it was for a greater purpose that I don't necessarily completely understand, but I still wonder. I still wonder about a lot of things. It's better to stay in wonder than it is to stay confused. Can you see the connection between the two? When you're confused, you don't have an answer. When you wonder, you don't have an answer. What does a child do? Child wonders a lot. That's why they have so many questions. A lot of the questions are like, I wonder why adults are so stupid. I wonder why adults don't get along. I wonder what their problem is. Right? Hello. Where are we in these roles? Are we the prideful, stupid parents, stupid adults who are electing clowns into Congress and pretending those people have more importance than peace on earth? I used to believe in that stuff too. The government, politics, the economics. I used to think that stuff was real important. Hell, I even spent time paying more attention to friggin' C-SPAN. Well, I didn't have as much time with my son as I did C-SPAN. Let me get back to the to offering. We can talk about me later. And to those folks who are showing up here, blessings and love to you. I love everything that is happening. This life we're living, back to power of choice. What is a choice? It means it's a selection from different options, right? Options come because we live in the land of duality. Um, we've got the awareness of time and change, right? Those two things. Why did I bring into that? Sorry. We've got options, opposites. What are opposites? Polarities. The polarities and the opposites, they are a one. Each day, we get to choose throughout the day. many different choices. And if you pay attention to yourself closely, you'll actually watch yourself doing choices you didn't realize you made. If you don't pay attention, this is my one. If I don't pay attention to myself, next thing I know, I'm eating out of the fridge again or the freezer, having a treat from the pantry. I developed a sweet tooth in this time alone. Anyway, again, I didn't want to talk about me yet. So the power of choice. A choice made in life, a different choice from the past, particularly a different choice from the past can change the trajectory of our life forever. The results of our choices aren't already always known, but people become overwhelmed sometimes by choices. And so because of because of many factors, particularly from the world and the society, but there's many factors involved. Praise God. What happens is people have been conditioned to limit their options, think they have limited choices. Why do they feel that way? Because they're prideful. They think they know it all. They don't know where to go for different answers. And the greatest answers are always going to come from the divine truth. The divine truth comes from the Father of creation. The Father of creation is known through you and the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit that is you, that is me, right? It leads us into learning. That's what it means to follow Christ. It means to follow the Holy Spirit that is you, that is with you. You don't know the Holy Spirit when you feel broken, when you feel divided, right? If you think you're only the physical part of you, you don't know you. If you think you're only your emotions, you don't know you. If you think you're only your thoughts, maybe you're not even paying attention and you don't know who you are or what you are. I used to live that way. And I understand it, man, and it sucks. It sucks to be prideful and miserable and afraid and angry and oh man, it sucks to have bad habits that you just can't seem to stop. Because if you don't stop, you're sick and then it's just nasty. You can't bear it, right? I've been through all of this stuff. I understand. The way I found out of it, the conclusion I came to is really, really simple if you can accept it. I mean, all this complicated things I say, it's really simple. Surrender to God and then define within yourself what that means. It's really simple. Accept who you are. Accept the world for what it is. Stop fighting. Stop finding problems. Start seeking opportunities. Start sharing solutions. Start spreading joy and blessings and love everywhere you go, even of people you don't know, even of people that you think might not deserve it, right? Kill their bitter ego with your kindness. Smother yourself with love that truly recognize all things come from God, particularly the good ideas. So capture this idea. Each morning when you awaken, create a habit for yourself. Today I choose heaven. Today I choose heaven. Join me in heaven right now. The kingdom of heaven is here for us to know, feel, share, experience. In my life, there's no time or space for evil. Darkness doesn't exist. All that exists is God's glory. And God's glory is everywhere you look in the day. The sun is shining where I am. The weather is beautiful. There's nature and birds. There's life happening. right? I assume God, our God, the Father that Jesus spoke of, that died so that we could know that God, man, it sits above all the darkness. It needs no light to shine. Its presence is, right? So align yourself with the presence of the Almighty, which is the Holy Spirit. When you realize you're not the material form, you are the spirit of life that is you. God has given the spirit of life to you, to me, so that we could, through the awareness of our consciousness, right, we could experience the spirit of life and all of the glory of creation of the day together or divided, happily, joyfully, freely, or, enslaved and bitter and gotta prepare for war. Praise God. In heaven, there are no battles. It's only in the world. That's what the story's saying, right? So join the heavenly beings, unite with the angels to share the messages of love, the glory of God. Join in rejoicing, life, freedom. The freedom comes when you realize you are nothing but spirit, but energy. And it's only by the spirit and energy of creation that God allows us to know that we are. So it's by the grace of God that anything we experience can happen. So to escape the pride and worry, stop believing you know the future. Align yourself to become whole, undivided, united with time here in the present, knowing that in the present God is, you can become. You can become greater than you realized when you recognize your power to change yourself. It's been there all the time. The whole time, the power of God has been within you, it's been within me. It's really all that ever is or ever was is the power of God. What is power? Energy, right? Intelligence, it's wisdom. Power is not authority. Power is not the almighty dollar either. Yet we got men and women today, right now, in suffering. And I'd really love to help end the suffering on earth and share more joy. I'm going to go ahead and take a chance with that and open it up. We'll see where this party goes. Blessings to everyone here. If I missed anything from the past here, you know what, brother, these testimonies have been given to us to grow in and to help others experience the same thing, man. There's a lot of unnecessary suffering and confusion and bitterness in this world. And when we turn to God, I trust, well, I know. Well, there is no battle with God, man. There's nothing to fight. There's there's everything to win by turning to God. Oh, here's one of the thoughts I had. My life experience, I trust, is for a purpose, right? And every one of ours is. What the purpose unfolds and what we realize is between each of us and God, man. I trust in karma. I trust in cause and effect. I trust in perfection. Perfection of wisdom. It's an ever going effort, but there is a source of perfect wisdom. There is a source of creation that we're all a part of. It's easy to take advantage of, take for granted, but life, man, we never know what's going to happen. People come, people go. Moments come, moments go. Things come, things go. God is eternal. wisdom we carry forever. So here, I want to plant the seed of thought with you. You want to increase your powers of choice? You want to expand your wonder of what could be possible for you? Make a choice today. I'm going to learn new things. And then if you don't know what to learn, ask your heart, where should I start? Start where you are. And then look at what others might want from you. A better version of you, obviously. But if you've got talents within yourself that you've just denied, like I heard an example in a different lecture recently. Oh, yeah, I've got a video I might share too. It's kind of tied to this topic, the powers of choice and wonder, the infiniteness, perfection of our God, our source, and the way that we operate with Him. It's another Shunyamurti video, just a few minutes. So we'll see where this goes. Where I'm at, I put in my mind a couple hours. We'll see where the day goes. Could be shorter, could be longer, could be wherever it goes. God's got it, man. God's got it. I just got to learn how to get out of my way, right? So there's not too much Jack. And so there's more just graceful truth, graceful, honest expression of who is here today. That, my friends, if you understand that, this is the practice we all want to become authentic. It's so much easier to be kind and forgiving when you humble yourself, right? And you can humble yourself if you accept the truth. I'm nothing. You really aren't, especially without God. Without God, you are nothing. With God, you are nothing in the greatest scope of things. But with God, that's where you start to realize the wonder. Not only when you start down the path of seeking to know God, not just from the church and the preacher and the book, but really seeking to connect yourself and your life with the Holy Spirit. And I had this idea too. All of you tuning in, please realize these live streams may appear like many others. I should start these, right? But I've truly been blessed. I know that I have. I've been blessed to learn from some of the best. And I don't explain these things as well as some of those more experienced teachers with production teams and all of this stuff. But the stuff I'm sharing, it can transform your life. And if you find the way within yourself to surrender your ego and realize your greatness, your holiness, your divinity, your trueness, your authenticity, your perfection. I mean, God determines the results of all things, but I'm of the belief that we can all strive for perfection, not with worry, not with fear of I'm not perfect, I'm going to be punished. If we don't try, we receive the failure. That's where I'm confident of, right? But we live in a world where people want to pretend to try. Well, I tried. No, you tried to try. You didn't try to do. People, when I say people, I'm describing myself, and I don't know why I'm going down that direction anyway. What I do want to, here's something I experienced again earlier today. The power, not just of choice, you can choose to change your life today, right now. If you got an idea that's worthy of transformation and you've brainstorm, you ready? Shut this off. Go take action, man. Go change your life right now. I mean, don't put it off. We could be done. We could be done today. We don't know when the life's going to end. We don't know. And every night we go to sleep, it's only, we hope, we think we're going to wake up. We never really know we're going to wake up in the morning until we wake up in the morning. And there's a lot of people that go to sleep and they don't wake up in the morning. Sometimes people are right next to them. You know, life is a mystery. Life is glorious. It can be confusing. But hey, these live streams that are on this channel, these platforms with my name, may appear like many others. Things are not always as they seem. I'm bringing a uniqueness with the perspective of me. There's a lot of similar conversations regarding the spiritual aspects. There's a lot of similar conversations regarding rights, freedom, the true principles of law. There's a lot of others talking about, wars and corruption. With me, you're getting a little bit of it all, right? Because that's what life is. Life is all. Life is everything. Everything is what is happening. We're a part of what is happening. We're a part of everything that's happening in the world by varying degrees, close and distant connections, but everything is happening. Back to a choice, right, that I was reminded of. And this is going to become my practice. And I was reminded of this idea earlier. Not that I've ever heard it before, but maybe I had. Choose heaven. What is heavenly? Heavenly is without problems. Where are the problems besides the one you find, right? There's some unpleasant experiences, unpleasant challenges we may encounter. There's some pain we may go through, but which is more important? See, if we align our body, still our body in the moment, in the present, we align our mind and our emotional body with the physical body, even though there may be disturbances and noise, there may be chaos and problems, there may even be discomfort or pains physically in the body, but they don't have to be important. So if you allow all the worldly distractions and problems and worries and memories, if you allow it all just to disappear, and with your mind and your spirit connected together in your mind conceptually, right? Building the picture and the feelings together, and then you realize your whole expression is here. If you want to bring your mind and your spirit into the outer realms, you can. You can go as far as you want into the hell realms, into the heavenly realms of bliss and joy and gratitude. Exploring. I wonder what God sees. I wonder what God wants. I wonder what God wills. I wonder what God hopes for me to do with this. Welcome, Snafu. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Just getting ready for the big interview. Got a question.
Go ahead, please.
So I was listening to the stream where you and Paul were having a chit chat, and it went from if I raped. Do you want to say anything before this interview? Giving you a last chance, because you pretty much admitted it. Everyone sees your optics, but you said if I raped, at least that's not who I am now, right? That's what you said out of your own mouth during Paul's interview recently, right? So you still going to continue this lie with the audience about your optics and your past and your behaviors and what you about?
Hey, brother. I'm sitting here silently, so I'm not lying. But I have no I have no
If,
accusations to defend against. You've
if.
offered nothing.
I'm just pointing out the optics, man, out of your own mouth. Me
So
listening to
what?
and I get
You
your lies
mean
to these people. You know what? Here's what I think. I think you feel that you've been accountable, and so you don't no longer have to worry about that, or in the future, you feel like it's done and over and past you. But then when you started YouTube, you want to lie to these people about your past, your predator ways, what you are, why your family left you.
I have a
And because
question,
back in the
Officer
day you
Snaps.
went through all that, and you feel in your own mind you might be, oh well, I'm okay, I'm moving forward now, I'm done with that. Which
So when you
that's
say
not how
Paul,
things
what's the
work.
same Paul you were with when you were talking about
Hank, you're gay.
digitally raping Venus Cupcake? Was it the same Paul? I'm just wanting to know.
I think it's the same Paul.
Interesting. Would you want to talk about your optics, Officer Snaps?
See, I don't want to argue with him because it almost gives him validation. You know what I mean? His accusations are completely imagined and unfounded. The only thing that holds his accusations together is lies and liars.
Yeah, exactly. This is lies upon lies upon lies.
So I'm wondering, what is the best course of action? What do you have to say, Snafu, besides your
So you're avoiding
accusation?
the question of it. And why do you bring this jabbed, gay, admitted blasphemy?
Your insults are not. He's asking why I'm bringing Hank around. And I'm asking, many are asking me, why am I bringing Snafu around?
Well, I'm one of your moderators, so I guess that works for me.
I like having Hank around. Snafu, not as
You put
much.
words in my mouth again. I never said have him around. I'm saying, why are you letting this gay, black, jabbed witch, now I'll finish what I said, come into our conversation?
Because I like what he says better than you. How about that?
So that's how you're gonna stop wars? When you don't like what they say to you, you're gonna have Hank be your guy? Jack,
It's
you're such a
working better than
delusional
having you
fuck.
be your guy.
Jack, you're such a liar to the audience and the subscribers and viewers, and you're about to get exposed. It's really
Let me
ironic
put it this
how
way.
this is gonna work.
Here,
By
please,
the people
please
you've been
share.
begging to connect with too for years.
Thank you, Hank. Hey, Snafu, please promote and share the time and where it can be found. I'm sure the viewers would love to give you attention, and I know
They
you're
already
looking
know.
for attention.
They already know it's gonna be on my channel. Everyone's
Okay.
gonna find out sooner or later. And it's, dude, this is what I feel bad
So
about.
when is
That
it?
I have to reach out to
When is
people
it? When is
who
it?
don't come on
When is it, Snafu? Please. When is it?
in the future.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh my! Because last I heard was 2 weeks ago. So, future, past, vaporware, either way.
Hey, you know what? Yes, please hit the like button, even if you don't like Jack talk a lot. I mean, at least we're having some fun here, and we are literally entertaining the devil in Snafu, his fabricated arguments and his seeking punishment. This is the world we live in. I seriously want to end wars. What can I do?
Well, we gained some leverage. We'll use that to end wars.
Well, I know every day God brings battles before me. I keep trying to find some sort of peace or resolve. I mean, Snafu, what are you hoping to achieve besides discrediting me and punishing me?
It's
What
called accountability, Jack. If you were honest with your audience and viewers about the past,
I
and
am
everything instead of
honest.
trying to play like you don't know what's
What
about to happen and
tell
your
you
own
what,
family's about to do what they're. This is called real
Snafu,
journalism.
Snafu,
This is called real accountability. dude.
That's what you're calling it. But here,
That's
let's have it.
absolutely what it is.
Are
and you know
you?
what's happening.
I'm going to ask a very
Unfortunately,
direct.
here's the deal. You're not going to be able to block, control, or control. That's what you do. When you talk, say, I'm
Well,
going to stop
I
wars.
know. I know. Hey, I'm trying to be patient, and I'm also trying to get a question. Snafu, there is one question I want you to address. Only one. Will you cooperate with a question, with a conversation in the here and now with civility?
You're going to fucking get your eyebrows furrowed. I seen you fucking get mad at your guest yesterday. If people don't agree with you,
Are you here in the present?
I'm
Hello.
always in the present. Am I fucking
Okay.
talking to your bitch ass right now? Is that
You didn't
presently
answer
happening? Is that
you,
presently?
you deflected from the conversation and the topic again to loop in memories and comparisons with your bitter ego. The powers of choice and wonder, they are amazing. If Snafu would wonder why he's so focused on me, maybe I could better understand too. I assume it's jealousy, but since Snafu doesn't want to admit anything is better or different than what he thinks, at some point, I guess you got to dust your feet off and just continue down the road. Snafu, you at this point, oh, hey, that reminds me. There's plenty of people who have been very generous with ideas. Who I am is who I am. Until I receive encouragement to go different directions or ways to really grow better, I'm going to enjoy being me. And who I am, I enjoy helping others find ways they can grow for themselves. I actually think wars can be ended here on Earth. It could happen today. All we got to do is try and see the powers of choice and wonder. I've wondered how could my life be different today had I made different choices in the past. I've wondered what my life could be like today had others made different choices in the past. Is there any willingness to expand your mind into different choices than seeing me as an enemy, Snafu? Is there any room for negotiations?
Yeah. Can I ask Hank a question?
Shoot.
Do you believe what Jack just said, that wars could end on Earth?
Yes.
So since the dawn of time, something that's happened since the beginning of beginnings, you two fucktards think you could stop it. Reality, right?
We're not alone, dummy. You just
No.
happen to
You
think
really think all wars could stop on Earth?
So I have a counter
Like
question.
real talk.
Real talk. I have a counter question. Why do you want to keep wars?
It's
What's so
not
good about them?
keeping wars, you dumb fucks. It's called realism. Jack claims he's a realist. Wars make money. People strive for power. Jack shows that with his shit all the time, especially when he raped a woman. Very powerful man raping a woman, right?
you
That's
might
you.
want to deal with your
No, he shows
That's
how he
you.
controls his panel. Wars are inevitable. Wars are part of society and have been since
Hey,
the dawn of time.
brother, please. I'd like you to just pause. I know that's a thought you've had, okay? But excuse me.
Wait, it's a thought I have, or it's actual factual?
I know.
And happening.
Hello, Snafu. Let me.
No. Let's if we're talking,
If
let's
you
be
would,
real. Was it a thought or is it
you're not,
facts? What I just
you're
said.
not allowing me to speak.
Okay,
Please.
so I'm not gonna allow you to speak. But is it a thought or facts? What I just said.
I can build the case better than you can. If you would shut the fuck up, we could have some
Whoa. So you're
conversation.
starting a war with me, Jack.
This isn't
How are you
a
gonna
war.
stop
This
war?
is
You're
called
starting
a
a war with the crew.
conversation.
You just
Officer
told the
Snap,
crew
it's
to
called a
shut. That's starting a
conversation.
war with me.
It's called a conversation.
Here, I'll answer his question. Hopefully he listens in the back. He can't seem to shut up here. Holy cows, man. Holy cows. Praise God. So what I wanted to get out, snafu. Where was that note I had? My brother, what you think is not
Time
true.
out. You just started a war. The sentence
Okay.
you said, shut the fuck up, crew. You want to stop war? You just started a war with the snafu crew. So you can stop all these
Are
wars
they
that make
so
money. You
weak?
just started a war with just fucking fuck you type shit.
What are
Jack,
they?
you're
What are they?
delusional.
Okay, is that
That
me
goes
or
against
you?
the Bible.
I'm Snafu wants me to believe that I'm delusional based on his expertise of me.
I'm sorry, it's funny. I'm sorry, Jack. That's fun. I'm
It
sorry. That's a good
is,
one.
Hank. Thank you. You get it. This is the life we are living. You know, Snafu is not at war with me. Snafu is at war with the truth. He's afraid of the truth. He thinks he's better than the truth. He thinks he's better than God. He doesn't understand. Snafu's life could immediately transform if he'd surrender his egoic battles and pride. Everyone's life transforms when they surrender their egoic battles and pride. And that is within our power of choice. If you wonder how you can, well, you're on the right path. And I'll help anyone who wants to surrender their ego battles and problems.
I want to be the devil on Officer Snap's shoulder. Sure, you want to go to war with Jack Talcott and literally everyone else, but how are you going to actually beat anyone if you don't have enough connections to the universe? You don't understand reality enough to understand what a war even is because you confuse a discussion with a war. That's absurd.
Ooh, yeah, I don't think Snafu knows the difference between war and chaos. He doesn't understand strategy, Hank.
Yeah, he doesn't know the difference between war and debate. It's that bad. And he thinks pressing an
True.
easy button's going to get him a win. I
That
told
too.
you already that it's not gonna get you anywhere. In fact, I think I saw him earlier today say he couldn't even stream because he can't follow policy and code. So
Here, we got another guest here, and I'm curious how are we, Richard? Welcome back, brother.
Yeah, thanks for having me back, Jeff.
We've got
Yeah.
Snafu. I'm sorry. Please continue. Go ahead.
No, it's okay, Jeff. Go ahead.
Thanks. We got Snafu in the back. He's still seeking attention. And see, again, what is
Oh,
God?
please bring him forward, Jack. Please bring him forward because I want to talk to him.
Beautiful. I'd love it. Now, remember, though, he will love to argue. So rise above the dumb argument. Okay.
His little friend, Stephen, he is really called Andy, not Stephen. Well, he won't want to argue, but maybe Snafu wants to come up, and maybe Snafu wants to talk about it. So Snafu, please come forward.
I'm gonna allow it. And brothers and sisters, those who tune in for other than this, bear with it. Today's fun. You know, the power of choice. I'm wondering, is this the right choice or not to entertain the chaos? But I always hope that, you know, through conversation and communication, God will allow the connections and the realizations to be
Oh,
made.
Snafu, please come forward.
Welcome back, Snafu.
No, man, Richard. I saw Sanity Machine showing how you were making death threats, fucking saying you're gonna kill him, and Jack giggling just like Jack giggles about raping a woman. You're not a big boy, dude. You're not like when you're sitting there acting like you're gonna kill fucking Sanity Machine. You're dead. You're dead, and your little accent, and your old man.
Hey,
Remember this old.
conversations require participation of others, Snafu.
So
And
let me tell you something, Snafu, and I will say this, and I will say this only once. My arm has a very long reach. And if you think...
Hey, we already got your...
go ahead.
Snafu, behave yourself. And I'm telling you now...
No, we got your location. You're not going to threaten crew, you old fuck. We already know your number. We know your family. We got your location. We know who you are, Richard. We know who you are, you fuck.
Oh, no, we found out
Jack, you're about to get exposed by your family as being a racist. Jack, you're about to be exposed.
God, it's so infuriating, man.
Snafu, can I... Jack, let me deal with this. Snafu,
all right. I'm going to step away from it.
Snafu, 100%. I know that you don't know who I am. And I 100% know that you cannot deal with my family because my family are not here. They're in different locations. So I'm going to say this to you, as I said to Stephen. What I said to Stephen was unacceptable. And I apologise, but Stephen stepped on my dead son. So I apologise 100% for what I said to Stephen. But that was in a fit of anger. But he should not have pressed the button about my dead son. So I'm going to say to you, Snafu, don't think I'm some idiot. I am not. And I'm going to say to you once again, Snafu, you may think you're a smart guy, but my arm has a long reach, and I guarantee I will find you out.
Before I bring Snafu up, and we'll see if he paid any attention. Richard, thank you. You did the right thing offering those words. And I saw it happening in front of me, and it was just sick. That Stephen, he's got a demon in him, a cruelty that just
Look,
he
Jack,
needs to address. But here, Richard, God allowed you to face that. There was reaction.
100%. Jack, 100%. And can I say, I had also a lot of alcohol in me that day. And
Here you go.
it is probably not the way I would have normally reacted.
No.
However, the conversation that happened that night was about a conversation actually in the first night that we met, Jack. And it was about how we treat people and about the words that we should say. And actually, what Stephen said on that night was, tell the people how you killed your son. Well, I didn't kill my son. What happened was that he had come in and told me I got a young girl pregnant. And I said, you're useless. You will be nothing. And that is actually the conversation that you, me, and Stephen had that night, Jack. And he walked out, and as you know, Jack, he got killed. He was hit by a car 2 years later, or 2 weeks later. And of course, I feel guilty about it. But I was in a conversation with Moose. It was Moose's birthday party. And it was about, I was saying a lot of things like I invented the submarine and stuff. Well, just a bit of fun. But Stephen came in and Stephen said to me, tell them how you killed your son.
I saw it. So
I didn't kill my son.
Right.
But I do have guilt for what I said to my son before it. And that's what the point I was trying to get across is about how people should guard their words. But Snafu, do not think I am some idiot, because I can guarantee you, you will find out I am not.
You're absolutely right, Richard. There's another aspect I'd like to offer to you. Okay, with all love and honor. Okay, what I heard from you is your feeling. That's why you were triggered. There's still some unresolved, unreconciled memories between you and your son that I encourage you to examine. I would be happy and honored to talk about this more away, but the obvious is a wound was exposed by the demons. That's what the demons do, the devil,
100%, Jack.
right?
100%.
So Stephen, with his spirit, brought out your weakness, you reacted, and so the reaction also, you'll feel better with forgiveness, acceptance, even with snafu. He's a clown. He doesn't know. He'll wake up. He'll realize what he's doing soon. So, Richard, these people are crazy. Don't let the crazy become you. Here, I'm going to bring Snafu back up because I do care about him too. Welcome back.
Richard, I'm on camera because I want you to pay attention. Your reach is not even close to the Truthio or the crew, homie. We got your info, 100%. You want to check me? Just like King Stephen said, maybe you had something to do with your son's death. You want to fucking play some games, homie? We got you.
Oh, come on, Officer Snaps. You always say that to everyone, and you still have nothing on me. You're boring. You're boring.
Hey, Richard, thank you for your patience. Snafu, you were following the lead of Stephen, wanting to be real prideful with that demon and righteousness within you. Snafu, golly geez, man. You and the people around you are going to be so happy when you choose to change yourself. I'll help you change, Snafu. All you got to do, stop fighting.
Jack, can I just say, Snuffy, you're not my homie. And if you think that you're taking on me, you've picked the wrong guy. I swear to God.
Richard?
Yeah, I'm the right guy. I'm retarded. You can totally take me. Come on. Let's go.
Well, I'm kind of tired of being the right guy for people to attack as well.
I get it, Jack.
So
I'm sorry, Jack.
I trust this is the path God has us on. I mean, and here, I am truly excited, not just to see what the rest of today might bring, but holy cows, if God allows Snafu to actually follow through, I might be able to hear the voice of my old buddy. I haven't been able to talk to him in years by his choice, not mine.
Jesus Christ.
No, an old buddy of mine from high school, Chemo. But you know what? Your answer, by his choice, not mine. It was by the choice of Christ. God is in control of all things. I don't blame Chemo. I don't blame Snafu.
If Chemo didn't message you himself by now to let you know that he exists and actually trying to talk to Officer Snaps, I wouldn't believe it.
Thank you.
By now, Officer Snaps could have begged for money from Paulie and Jenny, and he could be hiring an actor. So it's not legit.
You know what? That's true. He's on the same side as that insanity Stephen too. And Stephen's always bragging about how wealthy he is. So he might be funding Snafu, hiring actors. God, I can't wait to see how this turns out. Brothers and sisters, those of you who've tuned in and found your way to subscribe to this channel, I hope you're entertained. Because I am. This shit is crazy.
Well, I should certainly be entertained, Jack, but that's not what it's about. It was never what it was about. You know, Jack, I told you long ago, I came on here. I didn't know that people interacted on YouTube. And I came on here. In fact, the night that all this interaction happened, I was having a bit of fun with Moose because it was his birthday party. And I was saying hi, I was the last survivor of the Titanic and I was the original James Bond. All nonsense. But it was a bit of fun. Then someday an evil man came in and said to me, "Tell them how you killed your son."
Hey, Richard, we don't have to keep reliving it.
I don't.
You know
I
what's
don't.
funny is I'm going to tell you when we started looking at who you were, Richard. All right, and into you is when he said we only care about the Jack of 2024. We don't care about Jack's.
Do you know what, Snuffy? What I said to Jack was, so if you're going to quote me exactly. I said what I exactly said to Jack was, I don't know what you've done in the past, but the Jack I know of 2024 is a decent and good person. That's what I said. And I said that's the person I'm concerned with. So you're right, Snafu, from saying I don't want to know about, and I don't. That is not my business. My business is the Jack Talcott that I met in 2024. And Jack and I have had many fallouts. But Snafu, here's what you have to realise. People are allowed to change their mind. Otherwise, we would not be human beings. But what I won't allow for, Snafu.
Richard, pause there, because thank you. That's great advice. And a reminder, snafu, people are allowed to change their minds. I'm encouraging you to change your mind. It's really, really simple. All you've got to do is ask yourself, what have I not noticed? Your pride has you convinced of some really disturbing things, Snafu, and I know for a fact I am innocent of the disgusting things you've been spreading about me. So it's my suspicion that God has brought me to these sinners and those of diseased minds, I believe, for the purposes of helping them heal. But see, this is the thing. I've been trying to heal my own relationships, and that's been unsuccessful. Hey, we've got another friend who he's probably offended by that choice of words. We've got another guest who I would hope in the future can become an ally. Welcome back, Illumitama.
You are progressing, that you clean that up, but I'd still suggest it's not giving me an intro at all. That's people will say, why do you just drop people in? Why don't you intro people? Because intro can only be a negative connotation for the most part. And when I do that, I do it. But Jack, you have the honor of you are the only channel I go to let things be known, and I feel like it gets on the eyes and ears if it's not from my own channel.
Thank you. I appreciate
it.
Hey, it means you're using me, and I'm acceptable for being used in those ways.
I'm not using you. I just recognize that of all the channels that get the same eyes and ears as mine, if it's not going to come from my channel, you're that other one. Because like you said, we're tied into this YouTube existence. And I think it's funny that your assumed daddy must be still watching everyone because he's doing the Bro Logic thing. I stopped in to see what he was doing. Oh, he's got that wretched vertical layout. It is terrible. Unless you're on a phone, I guess.
What's that?
Unless you're on a phone, I guess. That's mostly what vertical is shooting for. But the idea that that gets you more views, it's not the viewers I want. That would be TikTok kids, I assume, is going for the vertical thing.
Well, Tommy, do you not remember the last time we were on a panel together? And you
Yeah, you
invited me?
stormed off mine. That's why it's pointless for you to address me.
Yeah,
I'm just
so,
up here to assist
so
with
do you know what you said to me? Your very words to me was,
I said, I love you, Maggie. Always have. I don't care, dude. You're an old guy that is lost, so you're not going to give anybody any value except entertainment.
yeah,
You're
Uh,
not even you
that's
can't even
okay.
speak from a United States context, which is
hey,
what most of us discuss on.
Tommy, fuck off.
let's
That's
pause.
my line, bro. You addressed me. I'm not here for you.
Pause. Thank you. Please
So,
pause
so
for
the
a
last
moment.
time you were on this panel, you said, and I had a disagreement with Jack. You said to me, "Come over to my panel.
So
Don't worry,
that's the last
I
time we
will let you
interacted was
on.
on
I
my
will let you
panel.
on." And do you know what I done the first day? The first day I come over to your
I'm
panel,
not
Tommy, you said to
here for
me,
a quiz.
"I wouldn't want an asshole like
Richard.
you on my panel."
Hey, Richard, please yield. Okay.
I told you that's a little prelude to if we all give our closest nursing home the information of these panels, it's going to burn the panel birth
Don't
alive.
talk bollocks.
Please yield. There's a clown face in the back.
There's a clown face to my left.
Hasn't cammed up. But
There's a
I
chocolate face on the top left.
I wanted to come
That's
back
me.
to what you're saying.
Hey man, what's up? It's me. I think Illimitami might know me. It's Truth Fender.
Oh my God, long time no
Oh,
see.
no,
He's
I don't
all right,
like-
Jack. He's okay,
He
Jack.
is?
He ain't no porn bomber. He is a troll, but he ain't no porn bomber.
Oh, okay. I wanted to talk to you anyways. Dennison told me about you, so I wanted to talk to you anyways. Glad to see you.
Welcome. Welcome to the.
When did you switch to clown face for Thunder?
My other channel, I deleted it. It got pun bombed by accident.
Yeah, you did invite some of the most volatile people. I remember my time over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, them linguine kids. I bet your porn bombers were linguine kids.
Well, what happened was I got trolled, and they said if you're allowed to review porn, and as long as you put commentary on it, and I done it.
Wait, did you say you're allowed to review prawn as long as you comment?
Porn, as that Pornhub, like yes, as long as you review it. Apparently, I believed it and I reviewed it.
You can't show Pornhub stuff.
Well, tell you
And
what.
it backfired.
All right, here I want to bring this back to hopefully more future-minded ideas because Tom, you said something and I can't remember specifically, but it reminded me of the numbers. I mentioned earlier in the stream, this stream channel seems like many others, but I'm really not looking for followers or subscribers as much.
Oh, are you taking my stuff? Jack, your channel isn't like others because it's yours.
As much as I am people who want to create a better world. That's what I want. I want people to join.
Did he leave or did you boot him?
I didn't boot anyone. May have been a connection. I don't know.
I'm just asking. He is probably, I think he said he's in the, man, where did he say he was? He's not in America. I forget where he said he is.
UK. He's from the UK.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but he's Asian and he's in the UK and I think he might be in an Arab place.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, that's you. That's you just speaking for everyone as an autist.
I'm sorry. I should let you do it. You are the
flip it on me.
I'll let you.
Like that's what a lot of you do. Oh, I called you out for your shortcomings, and then you blame me for pointing it out.
Well, Tommy, you feel like you have to be the narrator of everything.
No, that's Hank.
Well,
I'm Mr. Accountability. That's what everybody says they want.
That's what Pauly Boy says too.
Well, I've shown him he's wrong.
I can show you you're wrong.
And
but you won't-
that's why I have no respect for people, because they back me against him, and as soon as he's thwarted, oh, Tom's the problem. I'll do it to you, Jack. The next stream, my last stream, it's gonna show you how you've been quite the Antichrist.
Okay.
It's my last donation to you as I leave the fucking live sphere to do my alleged, as Flow State would say, as I go homeless.
You don't
What
have
a good
to
guy
find.
you are, Tommy.
What?
Bye-bye.
What a good guy.
I can't hear you.
I mean, you're one of the most greatest human beings in the world.
I'm one of the most rarest human beings on the world.
I said you're one of the greatest human beings on the world with your kindness.
Greatest?
Greatest, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm not.
you could be more kind.
But I say what I say and I book it up. I say what I say and I book it up.
I
So
know,
you just mock people. So you're just a mocking person.
This
Like a
this
mockingbird. Like a mockingbird.
here.
That's
Tommy,
me.
Mockingbird Hill. You're up on Mockingbird Hill. Is that what it is,
We-
Tommy?
Well, we don't need to make fun of each other.
No, we
I
don't.
guess that's what I was doing.
So we should just let the ignorance and the unaccountable go unaccountable?
Well, how do we get you to
Like-
be accountable for yourself?
I am. You can't.
You're not. How do we get you to be accountable for the experience you share with others? Ooh, that's the question. And I think that's what all of us can improve on. Increase our awareness of being present and how can I improve this experience, not just for myself, but for everyone involved.
I got it, Jack.
That's a perfect introduction for Flo.
Flow
I
State.
missed it. What happened?
Flow State. Good man.
I said we
Course.
stay present, stay attention, and always look for opportunities to make the experience more.
Oh yeah, that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
It's like you fucking summoned me.
Yeah.
Did you bring
Yep.
me here? Did you rub my lamp?
I
Well-
did. That was me.
It could have been the Illumitami energies that drew you up.
I do. That stuff is like chum in the water for me, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that guy's a good guy, but he's a good man. Jack.
It was.
I'm talking
Oh,
about
thank you. I'll accept it.
Okay.
We're all
Okay.
good guys here, I think.
I think most people are, Flo. I think most people are. You know, we
Jack
just,
has his sketchy days, but on the whole, I think this is a pretty good panel of guys.
yeah, we just don't want our buttons pressed.
You guys just pissed off Jack.
That's me.
That's it, you?
Probably.
Who are you
Yeah.
irritated with right now, Jack? I'm reading your micro expressions and it's saying somebody irritated you. Is it me or is it Hank?
Nope.
It's me.
Nope.
It's Hank.
Nope. It was Richard.
Hank's a good guy.
Richard.
Yep.
No,
Not Richard.
I'm pissing you off, Jack.
You just have patterns of every time I try to say something, you've got something to say and you're a little quicker than me.
I think
So,
it's the delay.
Maybe you should try to talk faster.
I used to do that and then I'd get frustrated.
Hey, I'm gonna mute. Sorry.
Oh, it's all right, man. I mean, I just hear everyone, and actually, I mean this genuinely. I've met some amazing, really cool people on these panels that I couldn't have met had I not gone this direction on social media. But see, the powers of choice.
I mean, never mind. Let me not shit on Tommy unnecessarily.
Thank you. Good for you. Good for you. Recognizing and censoring. Nice job.
Is this what
Jack, Flo?
is this what maturity feels like? I don't like it. Get it off. Stop it.
Sometimes it
I'll
sucks.
take it off of you. Yep. Wait. Okay. I could-
Sometimes it sucks, but yes, there's a lot of good people, but there's a lot of people that could be doing a lot better for themselves and others around them. I think we all know that. So
And
how?
Tommy was fairly tame this afternoon, so
Yes, he was actually. He really was. But he has patterns. And life is here. Sincerely, these ideas that I'm trying to share, life doesn't have to be complicated. It can be very simple. When we allow simple to be, welcome back, Tommy.
I'm not welcome. You wouldn't have backstage me.
You can be welcome if you play nice with others.
I came up here to point out how you're sitting here so aware of Sanity Machine when you wouldn't let me finish warning you what he was doing. And you yourself could have went and watched his content.
Why do you think I need to be warned by obvious manipulators and demons? Why do you think?
Because here you are seeing it way after the fact.
No, I've seen it real time, and God shows me what I need to see. I look for.
Then why would you have scolded me and protected him?
Because Jack plays games too sometimes.
Oh, you want to talk to me? Because you don't come talk to me in the fairest panel on the Panelverse. And you know what shit you've been talking
No, they're not fair at all.
What is this, Opposites Day?
Oh, narrative games. I'll grind it.
Okay, you go ahead and narrate, Tommy.
I mean, he started the narratives game with the first panel on the Metaverse.
Yeah, it's always your
No,
turn,
I've built and maintained that credibility.
No, you haven't.
I hope that this
yes,
is a bit.
I have. What? Because this panel says no, that I don't have it?
Flow state.
Tom, if you seriously think you're the fairest panel with the Metaverse in your head, that's concerning. But I think
that's
it's a
your narrative. You can't prove I'm not. I've proven you're not.
Oh, it's pretty easy. Remember the one stream that had the poop that you false flagged? That one wasn't fair at all.
What are you talking about, Hank?
Tommy does not have that.
The one, I think the one that's part of your membership only ones. Yes, that one. Or the
I don't.
one.
You have to be more specific, Hank. I'm not going to play this game.
Right. Well, can I be
This is the only game you play.
Tommy, can I be very specific? Because whenever
I wish you would.
You said, Carl, come over. You can be in my panel. And you know, whenever I come over, you said,
Carl?
I wouldn't let an asshole like you be in my panel.
You gotta slow down, man. I can't follow your accent. It's my fault, okay?
Yeah,
Let me help. Richard is reminding
And then people are just gonna talk over you anyway while I'm trying to hear what you're saying.
Here.
Poor Tom.
What Richard was saying.
No, not poor Tom. Fuck!
No, you don't want to listen.
Not right now. I'm on Jack's panel.
Did I break him? Did he break?
I think he got mad at himself.
He didn't have an answer. That was his problem.
I think he got mad at himself because he kept interrupting me.
I mean, I said poor Tom, and it sounded. I wasn't watching very closely, but it sounded like he just broke right there.
It did, didn't it?
That's his
but
age.
You know what? It's good. Sometimes I heard this from elsewhere. The anger, well, it's a symptom, but anger serves a purpose. And eventually, when we get sick of the anger, we'll look and find the reason. Tommy's not mad at me. He's not mad at me.
He might be.
He
might have developed some turrets or something.
He might be, Jack. I think he might be.
I'll take the risk, though. I'm okay with that risk.
Tommy, you can blame me for it. I'll take responsibility.
It's also good to break, to allow ourselves to break. Because when we allow ourselves to feel broken, then we can surrender. Surrender.
That is the most grooming advice I think I've heard in a minute.
Our emotions, man, they're no joke. They're no joke.
We should isolate and groom Tommy and then rebuild him into the person we want him to be. I like the plan.
Dude, we could do it.
We could do it. I'll be the bad cop and you be the good cop.
And we'll have to physical beating.
We'll isolate him and we'll sleep deprive him. And then we'll make him stand on his tiptoes a really long time.
And to shower.
in the shower, cold shower, alone, and we'll yell at him while he's doing it.
No.
But then we'll mix in periods of extreme niceness.
Look,
To just-
Flo, I mean, I don't know what the guy's like, but let me tell you, I am not only broken. I'm in 1,000 pieces. You know what I mean? Super glue couldn't put me together ever. I'm in 1,000 pieces.
Hey, Richard, was your son a believer?
Oh God, that's a big question. I don't know. I can't answer that question. I don't know. I can't say what was inside his head. So you're asking me a question I don't know. I mean, I hope, and I prayed for him after he left. But I don't know. Did he believe in God? I don't think he was like a typical 15-year-old. And I didn't know whether he believed in God or not. I mean, it was never that deep. We hadn't got to that stage. But I hope he did.
In a weird synchronistic way, isn't that like the honest answer for all of us to that question? We don't know.
Yeah, of course it is, Flusted.
I definitely know.
I do. I know for myself.
Okay, well, I guess if Jack wants to take the... All right, Jack. How do you know?
Bring Tommy back.
He's
I'm right
back.
here. I'm not going to waste my time, though. I'm not going to address people that are wasting my time.
Who's that?
Who is not wasting your time?
You're wasting my time, Tommy.
Jack, it's your channel, so I showed up to talk to you. Richard is being rational and cordial. These other three have known I've beaten them, and I'll do it all day. Because here's the one thing that none of us can avoid. Some channels will talk like the able words and integrity, but whether you're in that game or not, it's the only game there is.
Excuse me, real quick. Hold on. Hey, real quick, Jack, real quick. Illuminati, we got a problem?
Who's
You're a
Bronze
problem.
Bird?
He's a joke.
No, we got a problem? Because you sound like you want to know some stuff. What's the problem?
No, I don't need to know anything about you.
No. My dude, what's the problem?
Not your dude.
He doesn't sound like a joke to me, Tom.
Well,
He is
Ron,
a joke.
Yo,
Well,
you
you're
saying
a
busted?
joke,
You saying,
Close,
my dude, you saying busted as well? What's the problem? What's good? What are you trying to say? What's the problem? What do you mean, Bronzebird? You and your troll buddy is busted as well. What are you trying to say, bro?
Okay, yeah. What's his name? Not my problem. That motherfucker got wrecked on my channel trying to act like you're his. Hey, are you gonna interrupt me? You sound like you sound triggered.
I might be. But go ahead.
Yes, Amasa, I go ahead. But then after I answer you, you go to being one of the people I'm not here to acknowledge. Okay, so you came on my channel.
What you talking about in the chat, though?
You're saying hold on.
Don't tell me busted as well. So what do you mean by that? What are you trying to imply by saying busted as well? I don't take those things lightly. What are you trying to say?
What do you mean busted? See, now we're off on
now we're playing stupid games. Did you not just sit up there and say, Bronze, where you and your troll busted, you and your troll buddy is busted as well? What does that mean?
Yeah, like I've outed you. Like I see what you are. You're both trolls.
Even if I am a troll, what does that mean?
No, both of you are, because you're running this good troll, bad troll game, and that was exposed on my channel, followed up by you coming back here saying, I don't like Station 33. I don't like the way you talk to my friend. But you left my channel saying, hey, thanks for having me up. Thanks for the great conversation. Then you come over here talking that shit.
So because I said in the chat, it seems like you angry. Now all of a sudden you and your fifis?
No, it ain't about me. You are disregarded. But I see that your friends.
But like, even if that's the case, what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna do rage quit.
What you gonna do? You gonna fire up another stream? You wanna fire up another stream?
Flow State
do you want to fire up another stream? Yes or no?
Well, I'll do
like, I don't take all that stuff you talking. You just talking, bro.
I'm not done talking. Would you let me finish?
You just talking in the chat. You chat twerking, bro. So what are you talking about?
Guys, Let Jack take
Not
his
guys. I'm trying to have a back and forth with this faggot.
Talcott.
Hey, you can call me the F word you want, but that's only you projecting on yourself, bro. Don't talk to
No,
me slow
I
like.
will.
Gotcha.
I
You
will.
don't know me, bro. Yo, I
Any-
don't care. I don't care if you want to call me words. You don't know me, bro.
Well,
I don't
you
know who
sound
you.
like
You can talk all. You can
call
talk
you
all this internet stuff, bro. Bro, trust me, real life it'd be different story.
Oh,
Trust
no,
me.
it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be.
It
Trust
really
me,
would
it wouldn't be. Because I act
better
like a
pray
nigger
to
in real
God.
life too.
You better pray to God.
There it
Pray to
is.
Jesus. You better repent for your sins and chill out.
There
I don't
ain't
play
no
all
man.
that little. I don't play all that little talk. I don't play all that talk on the internet, bro. I really don't.
No,
Don't
that's
play with me.
exactly what you do.
Bro, don't play with me. That's all I'm asking you to do. Do not
I
play
ain't
with me.
playing, boy. Now, disregard it. I was gonna
Please
tell you
don't.
how your boy's a troll too, but I'm done with you.
Okay, so don't say nothing to me. Don't address me. Don't say nothing in the
Well, you
chat. You
came
heard?
up here to address me, didn't you?
Don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing about me. Let's
All
keep
right,
it
then
at
you
that.
might want to stop talking to me.
Know your place, little boy. Don't
Oh
play
no,
with
it
me.
ain't that. If you're the one saying don't address you, then know your place.
Like I
You
said,
didn't
know
trust
your
me,
place.
Tommy, because I'm so
Alright.
scared of you. You
I'm
trust
going
me.
to
I give you my permission.
peace. I'm going to create peace just for a moment. All right. I don't mean to punish Tommy, but Bronsberg, well, he left.
My apologies, Jack.
No,
I don't like coming on panels, getting out of focus and all that. I apologize.
We don't accept your apology. That was fair.
Damn it! I was hoping
That
I'd
was
get
fair.
Tommy. I was hoping to get Tommy to twerk for us again. Fuck it.
Yeah. But yeah,
No.
you Tommy, you have my permission to address me. So go ahead, keep going.
I do hope to find peace, but I respect that you were coming up and holding accountability.
Talcott, you hate peace.
I don't hate peace.
I saw the way that you came into Moose's yesterday. You just immediately were like, "Hey, will you guys fight each other?"
That is not true. Not true at all.
Close, I hope you're wrong, because then I'm in the wrong place.
No,
I mean, we all like a bit of peace and a bit of conflict, don't we? Too much of either is not good.
Yeah, I agree.
It can be fun, but I'm learning to be more selective with the battles, because some of these
That's why I don't entertain Snapper.
I know. I see how foolish I am for entertaining.
Oh yeah, you stepped in it.
Well, you know, Jack,
I
that
know.
was about, and you know what you're doing there. That's stupid. That is stupidity.
Well, this is the life we're living. And I'm trying to figure it out. Seriously, it blows my
Don't
mind.
lie, Jack, at 66, I'm trying to figure it out.
66, huh?
Well, that's the difference. So, I mean, I have life figured out. I don't have my life figured out.
No,
if that makes sense.
For a long time.
It doesn't seem logically consistent. Like, I understand what's being communicated, and I think that it's probably inaccurate, but...
Well, I have in my mind and my heart, I have a good grasp. I feel confident in my grasp of the big picture. You know, the way the universe works, the way the relationship between God and nature and us. Huh?
No, nothing. I didn't say anything.
Well, I have a good idea of the ways and processes of many different things, particularly the mind and the spirit. What I don't understand in my life is how I am still so avoided and misunderstood. I mean, Snafu is a great example, and he is being enabled and brought on by Margot and apparently Chemo. Logically,
I don't believe
allegedly,
I don't believe he's done anything. Right? Like he's been screeching about this forever.
Allegedly, we don't have any evidence of that.
But it's a pattern of society, right? What's happening?
No, this is a pattern of snafu. You gotta stop like enabling snafu by blaming society for what is clearly an acute issue.
Flo, it doesn't matter who's to blame. It's my experience, and there's
no, that's wrong. It doesn't matter who's to blame.
There are patterns. There's no one to blame except lies and confusion.
Oh my God, Jack, you're to blame for snafu right now. You know that.
He's not even here. Why is he my fault?
And
wipe them out of your life, Jack. Take them away from your life.
Yeah, no, you're to blame for all sorts of problems with that sort of attitude.
Make them not part of your existence, Jack. This is
Richard,
you're too generous with your existence.
Well, Richard, I'm aligning myself with God. I'm doing
you're not.
I am. God is generous. God gives everything, asks for very little.
Okay.
Okay, so then nothing's good and nothing's bad and everything's God and
you got it.
You're just neutralizing everything. This is a
no. I'm not.
I'm a Unitarian Universalist, of course.
What I'm trying to expand the idea of is everything is possible. This idea of impossible is untrue.
How many mental gymnastics does it take to make snafu not a piece of shit?
Yeah.
It would require.
That's like that's like gold medal level. If you can convince yourself that, you get the gold.
Oh, it just takes one. It's called opposite day.
I'll tell you how to do it. Anyone is willing to try with anyone's ego. Their patterns of addiction, their patterns of arrogance, arguments. When people see themselves for the truth of who they are, it's humbling. When Snafu learns humility, he's going to be a transformed man.
Well, who cares? We're not there, and that's not our problem. That's his problem.
Well, it's all of our problem.
I mean, that consideration is outside of my pay grade. When that day comes, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Till then,
I think we can help each other overcome each other's pride.
Not interested in that.
No, I'm not interested.
What you're always doing.
You can't help certain people, man.
Yeah, I don't help people.
This is what I tried to say last week, and I wasn't really mad. I'm trying to chill, but yeah, you can't help certain people. Certain people are the way that they are. They only choose if they want to. They only change if they want to.
Correct.
Yeah, but here's the thing: we can help the audience by just showing them what they could be if they don't change their ways. They could turn into Officer Snaps.
And they can help us by hitting the cash apps, right?
Well, and that's what I'm saying. You let them be the judge of characters for themselves. Why do we have to set an example for them? They already see it play out. This dude Thompson up there saying the nonsense he's saying, and then a couple of other people who disagree with Jack. You gotta let that flow like water.
Shut up. So I'm curious, what did Tommy do? What's the backstory? How'd you find Tom, and why are you pissed at him, and why is he running from you?
Oh, that's you, Flow State?
Yeah.
Oh, Flow State, I be watching your stuff, bro. Good stuff. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Nah, he strung me along because me and first my dude, Not My Problem, went on his panel, and he was being disrespectful, like on Jack's panel to Not My Problem. He was saying racist stuff. He said he sat up there and said melanin for no reason, and then he said the word nigga on the panel while me and him was there. Well, while he was there, I was in the chat just watching, right? So Not My Problem is coming to me like, yo, I really don't want to beef with this dude Tommy. I don't got the time to be dealing with this nonsense. And I said, all right, just go see what's going on. And so that's when Tommy decided to make a panel addressing Not My Problem, and Not My Problem went on there. He's been trying to gaslight my friend, lie and sit up there and say, oh, I don't say racist stuff. You took it as racist and stuff like that. And we all heard him. Like, we heard him say that. So he's trying to lie like he didn't say something racist, but he did. And so my friend addressed it. And after that, I just sat up there and said, yo, what I've been saying, I said, look, Tommy just seems like he's really upset. And so he just sat up there and said in the chat, oh, you and your troll buddy is busted and stuff like that. I'm like, what do you mean by that? What are you trying to say? Because usually when somebody says stuff like that, it goes down a different rabbit hole. And I've been involved in stuff like that before. So That's the
Yeah.
reason I addressed him. I'm not upset. I just get
Yeah.
loud.
I saw not my problem pin Lil with Tommy on bit non-bit on his show, so that's probably why Tommy is trying to do damage control.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. And he had his friends go up on a panel addressing Not My Problem. And Not My Problem is just like, I ain't coming back to these panels, like coming back to his panel to have a discussion with him for what? Like, he said, Not My Problem told me that he just finds that Tommy is just very immature and childish. So he's like, I ain't got the time to be dealing with that. If Bronzebird, if you want to deal with it, go ahead. I was like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
So
But
that's what
Tommy
happened.
doesn't claim to have any friends, so.
Oh,
And he
hey.
didn't have anyone help
I
him
mean,
on the panel. Just
I still consider him my best friend, even though he hates me and says that he'll shoot me if he ever sees me.
What happened to Seven, Glow States?
To who? Simon?
Seven.
What about Seven?
Spalding.
Seven Spalding? Oh, yeah. Well, we do Ninja Sword stuff. I haven't seen him since that day.
Oh, okay.
Look, guys,
Tommy's gone insane.
I agree with everything you're saying, but this is Jack Talcott's pal. Come back on.
He said, Flo, take over. Go crazy.
I
Start wars.
I stepped away for a couple of minutes. So thank you. Thank you, guys. The thought I was thinking, though, I think human nature, we go in the direction where we find encouragement. And so how do we get some of these confused people to stop their battles? I think we encourage them to reconsider. Simple as that.
So you're saying let's leverage social pressure to make them do what we want.
Dude, peer pressure. Everyone's been warned about it for the bad, but let's do it for the good, man.
And if they insist, we'll just beat them.
Yeah, I'm happy to
Wouldn't
do
be
that.
hard.
I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to move forward.
Yeah, I think I do that where I think it needs to be done, like with OTW and his insane cavernous vagina.
You do have a way, and actually that's what I was saying, is you do have a way of helping people see their weaknesses, see where they can grow.
We've all got weaknesses, Jack.
What's that?
Yeah.
We all have weaknesses.
I don't know if I'm trying to help people, and I don't know what you're thinking of, but it sounds like you're reframing. You have a way of being a dick sometimes. Is that what it's happening?
I'm actually trying to be polite and encouraging about your pattern of being a dick.
So you want me to be a dick more? Is that the behavior you're encouraging me to display?
No, I believe you can grow in your kindness, though, and encouragement. I saw you self-censor earlier. See?
And did you see how well me and Paul got along before you came up and tried to sabotage it?
You guys were doing good. And I really
I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm super chill now.
I don't believe that for a second.
Hey, we've got a character in the back that I really...
Is it Tom?
No, it's that... It's the duplicitous one, Steven.
Oh yeah, I need to ask him something.
He might cooperate with the conversation. And
hey, King Steven, did you get my email? I saw that you didn't respond to it yet, but you were ticked off all day. So, did you get it?
Hello.
Hank always tries to usurp the conflict and make it about him.
Hello. What conflict?
This one actually is about me.
I was running a live stream. What do you mean ticked off all day? I was live streaming, Hank.
Yeah, I saw you. You were ticked off all day on your live stream.
I'm not ticked off at anyone. I'm not ticked off at all. I did get your email. Hank, you're trying to blackmail me by email, trying to make demands, but the easy way or hard way, make blackmail, that's not going to work, Hank.
No,
you're black.
I am the blackmail, and you
black,
wanted
Hank.
something from me, and you had to give me, make a
I don't
trade.
want anything from you. I don't care. You have no leverage over me. Zero. Hank, you're black, but your blackmail sucks. Your
That's
blackmail
not what you said
absolutely
on
sucks.
Monday.
I'm not making any
Monday.
videos for you, Hank. I'm not doing anything.
That's not what you said on
that want.
Monday. Okay.
I said you can't back up your claims with receipts. You have nothing.
Yeah, that's what say no receipts.
Your blackmail is garbage.
Don't argue with him. Just no more bark. This is where you bite. Just drop the hammer, Hank.
He has no hammer to drop. He's weak.
Still,
Hey,
he
guys,
will want
hey,
to
so are
argue
you.
and
You're
argue,
weak.
and he'll spend
Well-
days arguing, finding different
Not at
arguments.
all, Jack. I
Very
got an email
creative.
from Hank that's blackmail. How about that?
Okay, we covered this.
There you go.
So
Let's
you
move
made your
on.
claims.
It's-
What can we do now?
Let's go
Oh,
on. Let's
well,
move on.
you can read the email on your show, King
I'm
Stephen.
waving out. I'm sending
Go-
a wave towards Richard Hawkins, little Dickie Hawkins,
Yeah,
that makes
you can
threats.
go to your show and read out the email.
Hey,
I see what
actually-
demons are.
Actually, that's right.
I mean, I
I
got
see
beef too.
what demons are.
Here, you want to go there?
Yeah,
Let's you and I have a talk.
sure. Let's have a talk. Drop the others. Let's go.
What do you think you're doing?
I know what I'm doing. I'm exposing
I'm
demons.
asking you to explain.
answered the
what
question.
You think you're doing.
I'm exposing demons.
You're not going to be all rude and bitchy. You don't control things here, little Queen Stephen. This is what I'm confident. I'm here to be a better example for you, Stephen, to learn from.
You're
so
not
we
a
can have
better example for anyone.
we can have a conversation like adults.
Let me answer the question then. I'm exposing demons.
What
Jack.
question are you answering?
The one that you asked. You said, what am I doing? I'm exposing demons, Jack.
Thank you. I should have allowed you to continue.
I'm
sorry.
exposing evil.
Thank you
cut
for
me off.
revealing the truth, because
cut me off.
realize you are clearly exposing the demons that you enjoy.
Don't be afraid, Jack. Don't try to backstage out of fear.
I have no
It says
fear.
live without fear. You're being
You're a
fearful.
coward.
You're a
who's
coward.
hiding behind
I'm
illusion.
showing you.
You
what
don't
you
even
are.
have your
I'm
camera.
holding up a mirror. I don't need to see. I don't need to put my face on.
Hello. Cease your mouth. Actually, I'm kind of done playing with it. Does anyone else want to play?
Absolutely, yes, I do want to play with him. Come on, Stevie.
Hank, you're such an attention hog.
He kind of is, but Hank does actually have a decent way of communicating. Whoops, wrong way.
So, you claim that I'm blackmailing you. You should just go ahead and expose me by reading the email on your show.
I already did. You're too late.
Well, you also
Everyone
told me...
was laughing at you. Hank, everybody laughed at you. You're a joke.
All right.
Everybody laughed. It's the weakest blackmail attempt ever. Everybody laughed. Weak.
All right. Well, I will look for the timestamp, but I didn't see it.
It's on my
what's
show.
your
It's
answer?
recorded.
All right.
It's on my show. I already
But I couldn't
answered
find
on my
it.
show. I'm not
I
doing
couldn't find
shit
it.
for you that you requested. I'm not making videos about.
Okay, then you'll just have to live in your confusion. That's the hard way.
Hank, let me explain how blackmail works to Hank real quick.
Big Mouth, get on, Cam.
Oh, Hank, let me explain this. When you blackmail somebody, you have to be ready to pull the trigger immediately and effectively. Otherwise, your bluff gets called and nobody ever worries about your blackmail ever again.
Flow state, the trigger's been pulled.
Where is it?
It's happening right now. He's look in the private chat. He's confused.
That's not the trigger.
That's
Hank,
not really
this is
a
not
trigger,
an effective. Yeah, this is not an effective blackmail. You've lost.
That's not effective. He's just responding back.
And now I'm
He's
gonna
just
get away
responding back
with
to
it.
you, dude.
And I'm gonna get away with scot free. Thank you for covering my ass.
You're getting away with it because it was a nothing burger.
King Stephen, his real name is Andy.
Hank, I'm just really confused on how you believe that's like effective.
Come up and put yourself in the
What that is Hank is coping.
If you're not afraid, come up and put yourself in calm. Come on, King Stephen or Andy, which is what your real name is. Come on and put yourself in calm. Oh, no reaction, Andy?
He's not here, actually.
No idea, dude.
Oh, is he gone? Is Andy gone?
No, he's not gone, but he's not on stage.
No, he's gone.
Oh.
Of course Andy's gone.
Hank, I'm just trying to see you be better at being evil.
Oh, come
You
on,
got,
man.
yeah, Hank, you got to get more dirty than what you're doing, bro.
No,
You just addressing the fact of the matter. He said
yes,
something in the back chat.
Actually,
I
I
like
would
yes.
love to see everyone becoming more good, rising above this nonsense.
100%. Yeah.
That would be so boring.
Well,
No,
no, it wouldn't, because there's a lot of things we can learn. There's a lot of things we could accomplish. Genuinely, I'd love to try brainstorming at least some ideas. What could we do if we believed that things could change? What could
We
we
could go
do?
to the UN.
I have no
Let's
idea.
get a
Sometimes
petition, Jack. Let's get a petition.
that's why I say sometimes you just gotta let people go, and you have to cut people off from being on panels if they piss you off too much. Can't be
Let's
allowing
get a
people to
petition,
Well,
run you over.
if I did that, I'd be monologuing and then just shutting it down.
No, I'm not saying all. I'm saying the people who start with you. You know what I'm saying? If those are the ones that sit up there going in and stuff like that, sometimes you have to say, dude, if you can't have a peaceful conversation, even though I didn't have a peaceful conversation today, then all respect. If you don't want to talk about what's triggering you, or we come to a compromise where we can have a sit down conversation, and if that happens and they keep doing the same thing over and over again and be like, well, I don't want you coming back to my panel, it was going to be non-peaceful. You know, so it's just beating a dead horse if they're going to keep coming around saying the same things to you over and over again and beefing with you.
I get that, Bronze, but I think Jack was more asking about what I can do for world peace. So, Jack, here's what I'm telling you today. I follow some guys on YouTube.
On what?
On YouTube Flow Step.
Oh, okay.
I was all about the Nixon conspiracy, how people conspired to get Nixon out of office. So they have a petition online to get that decision revoked. So, Jack, what you need to do is for world peace, get a petition online.
So for world peace, like we, the 100,000 signatories, demand world peace.
So why is that a big thing, Flow State?
Well, I just don't know that whoever you petition for world peace has the capacity to grant what you're requesting.
Yeah,
Who are you going to have? You're going to do a WhiteHouse.gov petition?
You have to do it within America. You can't do it outside of America.
Okay. Dear Joe Biden, we're tired of wars. We demand world peace. Signed.
No. It's not.
Hey, Richard, brother, I appreciate the idea you just thought of. I'm not sure that you're really thinking it through, though.
Okay, sorry.
In
What we're saying
comparison,
is we expect more out of you, Richard.
well, no, I say this gently and honestly, but it's the problem of the world today. People do not think their thoughts through.
Yeah,
Okay, yes,
you're right, Jack.
there is value in what you suggested, but I'm confident people haven't understood what I'm saying clearly yet, because there's been no real.
Well, that one's on you. Maybe you should communicate that clearly.
I believe that together, well, my goal is, I don't know how to accomplish it.
We got to eliminate Hank if we're going to have world peace.
No, he's actually,
I like Hank.
he believes in peace, and well, to some degree. But here, the idea I want to get before Congress and the other corporate leaders, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all these wealthy individuals who probably don't care, may not care, but I want to have a conversation publicly with as many active members of Congress as possible, publicly, so we can remind them their job is not to earn their salary fighting along party lines, conspiring.
This is the perfect plan.
What's that?
This is the perfect plan. I can't believe nobody's thought of it yet.
Well, all I'm suggesting is that we, the people.
Flow State, you're
Richard, please.
Sorry.
I'm the one who's talking about trying to end wars. When I'm trying to talk, you could understand me more beyond an idea of a petition. Okay?
I think Richard was just about to take up for you against me.
It may be. It may be. I'm sorry. I do see the effort.
Richard, I appreciate you more on this side. We could be criticizing Jack together.
You could be, but I'm grateful you're not. Because here, I want to encourage the world to do better.
Love you, Richard.
If the world does better, everything changes. So let's start with the people who have the most influence, such as the people who are behind the legislation and funding of the American society.
Yep.
Let's go to the top. And as a group of people, we can have a come to Jesus moment together with the people of Congress and the White House that, hey, we've been paying attention to the rules, and actually the rules say we govern you. You are the employees of government, and we want peace. We want reform immediately. You guys know the rules. You can follow the rules to make these things happen.
You want to role play that conversation out?
All right. I just said it.
Okay. Oh yeah, the rules they don't apply for us. They're just there to make you happy.
That's not acceptable. There's no evidence that supports that these rules make people happy. And as a matter of fact, that's why I'm here to show that the corruption of government and economics.
Why are you doing that, Richard?
He lacks awareness.
Yeah, but the fact that you're here requesting that I end wars shows that the rules don't matter, and you were mistaken about how this thing works. Go back to your home.
Your answer has no logical foundation, so
it doesn't need one because might makes right.
No, it most certainly does, because in this scenario, it's not just Jack. Okay, it's real life. We're there for the purpose of ending wars. This isn't a fucking joke.
Why don't we
well, this is a real role play.
I know, and so let's get into it. It's not a fucking joke. These people
I was getting into it.
These people in Congress and all of the people of the world need to wake the fuck up. Secrets and lies create hell on earth. Individually, collectively,
100%.
secrets and lies.
Elon Musk.
Why
But what if
earth can you not stop interrupting me, Richard? He left.
But what if it's like Senates and the rest of these people are ingeniously doing this to us to keep us trapped on purpose? How are we going to ask for peace?
Why should we allow it to continue? Wars continue because we the people have not said no. War is not an option. But why? We've been brainwashed into obedience, brainwashed into distractions and entertainment, brainwashed into this bullshit egoic game of wage slavery and war where real life suffering is continuing. It breaks my heart because I don't know what God wants me to do.
That is true. But this
so
is
let's
where
find a way to work together towards ending it. That's why I'm online 7 days a week. I'm not looking for subscribers. I'm not looking for donations. I'm looking for people who actually give a shit and want to do something.
I don't think you need to worry about what God wants you to do because, like, He'll get it done, right? Like, that's
through us. Us, when we accept that we are united together with the same people who are running from bombs right now, hiding from missiles and fucking weapon warfare, when we can realize we're connected to them and...
Well, nobody's denying that.
Huh?
Nobody's denying that, but that is not a useful place to focus our attention. It's the people on this panel have actually no capacity to impact what happens in the Middle East right now.
They haven't thought those thoughts through.
But Jack, well, this is the thing. I'm a little bit. This is where I'm not trying to say that I disagree with your claim. I agree, but don't you feel like if we are the type of people that's gonna go ahead and try to get free or try to do what we have to do that is going to cause some type of war, because the Senates and the rest of them, they're not going to give up their position
I don't
to
care.
what they decide to do.
Hey, I'm sorry. I appreciate it. I'm going to start wrapping this up. Okay, I'm going to do some final words for the people who do want to hear about these ideas. I've entertained a lot of disagreements and a lot of chaos again today, but I think it's time to move on.
Most of it came from Hank.
We all contribute.
Jack.
Goddamn Hank.
Jack, I hope there was no chaos, and I hope there was no real disagreement. In fact, I think at the end of the day, most people have agreed with you.
I can't tell. So I hope that becomes true. Thank you, Richard. Any other pressing? I'm going to bounce you guys out. Thank you very much. Sincerely. If anyone was denied an opportunity to share something on their hearts, I apologize. Maybe hit me in the back and I'll catch it. But today, brothers and sisters, the powers of choice and wonder, right? Truly, this life can be confusing. It can be complex. It can be a lot of battles, a lot of struggles, a lot of fights, but it does not have to be. If you can trust, that's all that faith is. All that faith is trust. And all you got to do to trust is accept. Accept that you are alive and life is happening. And what you do with the life that is happening is entirely up to you. Choices may seem scary, particularly when there's an infinite number of options, or worse, when it seems like there are very few options. Maybe, and we do face these times in life where it seems like, holy shit, there seems like no good option. There's no way through this but through the storm and through the mess and through the pain and through the emotions and through. Sometimes the only way is through. But when we pay attention to our choices, when we wonder, what are my choices? What is the best thing for me to do? If we're constantly wondering with the mind of a child, relearning each day, but carrying on with what we know, we allow ourselves to grow and to expand. To grow and to expand, it simply means a different choice. If you want to change your experience from a bad habit, guess what? Stop bringing that habit into your experience, right? I had to do that with my booze. I had to stop bringing the booze into my home for me to stop drinking. And then I had to find the power to not drive to the bar or the liquor store. To say it in the place where I am now, it sounds so foolish, sounds so stupid. And that's what I see in the world today. I see a lot of foolish, prideful, arrogant, stupid people being enabled, taking this nation, taking the world into really destructive directions. Brothers and sisters, the power of a choice can change your life. Allowing yourself to humble yourself in order to grow, in order to improve. We'll tie this back to the thumbnail too, real quick. Wonderful Life Wednesday, together we rise. Everything has its wonders. You are a part of everything, so wonder with you, wonder with everything. Even darkness and silence, that's where you can really explore. In the darkness and silence within you, I learn, whatever state I may be in, therein to be content. And why do we want to be content? Because when we are content, we are absent of problem or worry or conflict. We are whole. When you are whole, then you can start to wonder, what can I share? What can I nurture? What can I grow? Maybe what can I conserve? What can I let go? What can I sacrifice? What can I become? Brothers and sisters, sincerely, whoops, hey, there is a note in the back, so let me bring this up. to free.
Hey, Jack. Yeah, I wanted to say that as far as Snafu goes in the interview with your friend, it's a bluff and a complete joke because if the guy goes on there to interview, I'm sure the event that happened that Margot talked about, that, those were like felony acts that he committed. He'd be admitting to that, and that's just evidence against him if something were to actually, go down. So it's really foolish for him to actually take the interview in the first place. And you always see Snafu given a qualifier like a basically blackmailing. Like, do you want to get the record straight before I get the? He's bluffing. It's a joke. So,
Well,
and then the other thing is when you were talking, this whole making illegal the secrets and the what is it? Secrets, however you say it. That's really a great idea. I'm thinking maybe if you kind of write that out a little bit and kind of like outline it out, and then maybe have a lawyer review it, and then get it to a congressperson so that they could get it on the state or the federal floor. That would be excellent. And that's all I got.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. And sincerely, thank you to all who joined. What he was offering there, some of these false accusations, I used to get real upset. I mean, I lost my career, my family, my reputation, all of this stuff. It's not necessarily my choice or my deserving that everything left my life. It's by God's grace. It's by God's grace that I was allowed to detach from the ways of the world in order to discover me. And that's why I'm here today, to share me, the new me, despite all the accusations, despite all the craziness and the confusion around me. I trust people see me. They see the man who is growing. I've been growing as a man in my emotional intelligence, my self-control. That which I'm offering to others, hey, you can improve in your self-control. You can improve in this. I've been improving in that myself. All right. So we're all improving together here online. A lot of us. Some of these crazy characters, they don't want to change. Old Polly Boy, he found an opinion of me of day one where he's so much better than me, and he hasn't changed his mind yet. But see, brothers and sisters, what's happening here, whether you realize it or not, and I'm saying this without pride, but with humility and gratitude towards the greatest force, the God that is, the living truth, the God of life, I'm becoming stronger. See, you can become stronger for yourself as well when you recognize, as long as you stand in the truth, baseless attacks are baseless attacks. There's nothing to defend. Snafu's problem with me, Margot's problem with me, many people's problem with me is not my problem. I didn't imagine it. I didn't find it. I mean, and I've fixed things in my life that I'm able to sleep at night, and I can go before God without any guilt. I still have my darkness and my own, things I'm not proud of in my day-to-day practices, but I go before God often, humbly, gratefully, as I am. God loves you. God truly loves you. If you can accept in your mind that that is true, then you can find contentment in who you are. And if you can find contentment in who you are, we'll share some peace and joy with the others next to you. Because the world, brothers and sisters, this is our lifetime to choose. Don't be limited in your options. Don't limit yourself. Don't allow yourself to be toxified, corrupted by insane, limiting thoughts. The only way beyond limiting thoughts is to push your mind, travel beyond the limits. Think your thoughts through. Think about where the source of your thoughts came from. Think about the relevance of your thoughts to you. Think about things, but don't overthink. Allow yourself time to be at peace. I know it sounds complicated and confusing, but it's really not. God is true. Love what is true. Be true with that which you love, and love often, everything, everywhere. Brothers and sisters, I love you. Thank you again for those who joined, who tuned in the live or later, whatever platform, whatever method. Please, seriously, let's dream. Let's take actions on our dreams for the future. Let's create a better world. I believe God has created us, given us the life and the ideas that we can choose to end wars, to end our battles. And then we can wonder, how do we clean up this mess together? Brothers and sisters, thank you again, sincerely. Choose love. Peace for everyone. Live without fear. God bless us all.